Hola, amigos. Hello, welcome to episode 10. Yippee, we finally reached episode 10. Last time, episode 10, we ended the podcast. This time round, episode 10. It's like the most rushed episode ever. Man, it's been what? In case you guys never seen the previous episode, today's episode we really decided on what to say. It's been a while, I can say. It's been a while since I started streaming. I mean, yesterday I just counted how long since I streamed. It's about like 7 years already. 7 or 6, give or take. And it's really shocking to see how I went from nobody to, well, how I am right now. It's like I never in a million years see when I started streaming ever think I would be in this current state of being a PNG tuber with almost 300 followers, almost 100 followers on Twitter. Actually, it's like 100 already, I think, pretty sure. Yeah. And like whatnot. It's like I have a community, and I think when I started streaming, I didn't think I would push this hard until I get community. I mean, I think this will be very close knitted to the episode I had with my brother. So yeah, if you want to, I guess you can always go to watch the previous episode, the episode with my brother Cytex. If not, let's get right into it. I hope you guys are listening to this on your way back from work and school. Yeah. Okay, so first, like, why did I start streaming? I mean, I remember back in the way earlier day, I was watching YouTube, mostly modded Minecraft, and wow, I love YouTube. It was back in the really early days of YouTube, but like when this just started. Man, it was a breeder, I would say. It's very different from the YouTube now. I mean, YouTube now is very modernized, I would say. Back in the day, YouTube was more like Newgrounds like, but yet it was organized. It was, well, out of this world, and it just started blowing up, I would say. I was just playing my phone out. I think I almost like some random stuff. So yeah, I never thought in a million years I would ever come to the current stage, man. Like, man, I spent so long streaming. Never, like, first year, I almost reached 100. No, barely even reached 100. 20. Then next year, 30. The year after, about like 60, and then we reached 80, and then we reached 100, and then we got bottled to 150, then back to 120, and then we slowly climbed our way to 200, and then I went on hiatus. I'm pretty sure that's how it went, because minus this year, last year I went hiatus, and then like what, 4 other years I just did my stuff, and I slowly gained a community, because I gained most of my community during COVID. If without COVID, I wouldn't have grown. Yes, but I think COVID gave me the push I needed for me to stream, because at first I wanted to do it as like a hobby. Streaming was a hobby for me. I wanted to do YouTube. I didn't expect to be doing YouTube as the side and doing Twitch as the main. I was always had the thought of YouTube be main, Twitch side, like streaming beside, if because when I didn't know about streaming, but as soon as I learned about streaming after my brother showed me, and then I learned how to stream, I didn't see it as a thing I wanted to do. And back when I started, I had not much free time to stream nor play games, so well, a few streams here and there, and then got me to like 20 at most. So yeah, when I stream, I saw this as something like random, because I was just mostly focusing on helping my brother with the shared channel before I got my account. The reason why I started my account, by the way, my channel, wasn't because I didn't wanted to step away from my brother's channel because it had control. No. We had this plan deal in the sense that if I ever got back my original Gmail, I would just start my own channel, because that's what we all had planned. Because the thing is, back during my early childhood, like, I think I was like 6 or 7 or something, or like even younger. I do not know. My brother helped me make a Gmail account. Yes, it's irresponsible to have me when I'm very young get a Gmail account, but I was to have some games like Dragon City or Monster Legends essentially. So we had to get a Gmail account to create a Facebook account just to create a game, because back in the day you had to link with Facebook, not Gmail. Gmail was an email site and wasn't linkable until like later before they made Google Play, which is the game changer. But yeah, we had this in Gmail. We remember it for like 3 days and then like our mind couldn't remember. We remember the password because it was the most basic password ever. But then the Gmail name, I wasn't the one who created it, was my brother. I remember it was like my name or something with like something along it, and it's like, what is it? What is it? After like 1 year we forgotten us. Then after when I got like cool I wanted to get my Gmail, I always ask, hey, what do you remember my thing? No, this is no. Yeah, but this is before we moved to the current house I am now. So yeah, we like was trying to remember the email. And then when I call my phone, I created a new Gmail. I wanted to like do absolutely nothing on that. Like didn't want to make YouTube video, didn't want to stream that. That was originally planned. Like I would be using my brother's stuff because we were shared. But then when one random time I sat on the bus stop during the night, like 8 PM or like 7, because after my daycare I would just sit in the bus stop waiting for my parents to pick me up. That's when my brother went to like secondary or something, secondary school I mean. Then I would just like, okay, have my phone on data. I was like, okay, why not, to entertain myself, let's try to remember my Gmail. It's unlikely I hack into someone's Gmail after all. So I had this like, I was thinking to the deepest part of my mind. And then I remembered the thing. It's like, okay, give this a try. It might be it. And it was it. It was it. Because I think back in the day we thought we put an underlying score, we put in a certain order, maybe a number left or right, or maybe a random letter. So we were brute forcing, and then that one day I was like, wait, wasn't it this? Then I tried it, first try. And I was like, wait, if I remember correctly, the password we set was the dumbest password. So yeah, I tried and boom, I was finally in. After like 6 whole to maybe like very long, essentially it's years that Gmail has never touched. Man, I'm so lucky that the new rule of like, oh, if this Gmail has never been touched in like a couple of years or a couple of months, right, then the email will be wiped. I think I have an email that's going to be wiped. I think it was the Excel Yeet or some shit. Gmail. It's a random odd account that I made during my free time. It's so dumb. Oh yeah. Essentially I had login to a very ancient Gmail that me and my brother essentially had forgotten for years. It was really shocking, man. I mean I didn't expect it. Like I thought it will fail, but then I just logged in. I was like, holy shit! I logged into this OS account because that had like years of like 1 year worth of progress of games and stuff before I went to daycare. Yeah, I said no daycare, like student care for like after technically it's like daycare after school and whatnot. I had like a lot of game files saved on it, and it was a very important thing because it was my first Gmail, my first proper Gmail account, and it's still very nostalgic. I mean, I'm using it now as my main thing. It's literally like my main Gmail. Without it, I think like half of my stuff would break because I put it as the main one. Although now it's like maxed out in storage and whatnot, and Gmail saying, no, this account will stop working at a certain date because you have maxed out certain stuff. So now I'm like, nope, I gotta fix stuff left and right. Because now it's being saved to cloud, and all my clouds, oh my god, it's filled. Because remember, this is the old account. It's like 2012 account probably. Let's see, like give or take. It's super old when I was very, very young. It's also around the time I broke my first laptop iPad hybrid. You know, those funny thing. Back in the day was all the hype. Yeah, I broke it. It was my first time I broke any electronics. Talking of which, I want to go on to that later. Yeah, that was we broke it, which is the reason why we lost access to the thing. You had like my Growtopia stuff. You had my so much stuff. No, Growtopia is safe on cloud. It was actually so much stuff, right? You had that thing. I was like, holy shit, I'm gonna go back. And then it's like, okay, let's try to make a channel with this because I finally got on my channel. The main reason why I never started my own channel was because I didn't have my own Gmail, nor did I have my phone. But like the main problem was I didn't have a Gmail account, so I couldn't create a YouTube account. So after I managed to get it. I was like, holy shit, I'm so happy, I'm so happy. Then I created a channel. I was literally I spent like 1 hour doing stuff that I had to do because it's of ancient thing. It's very old when it was super old, man. It was literally the early era of YouTube and stuff. And I was, holy shit, I was just messing around with my thing, trying to make it personalized. Is it like holy shit? I mean, like starters, literally my phone is linked to a different email. That's how like different it was a big problem because my phone when I got it, it was when I linked it, it was a new email. But then when I got it, I was like, holy shit, can I change it? And I was like, okay, maybe not. Man, that era was still the happiest moment of my life. Finding this account, I think literally all my stuff would okay maybe like streaming, streaming also wouldn't have like really started off to this current time if I didn't get that account. If I didn't actually remember the Gmail, you wouldn't have seen the Northern channel. You wouldn't see Pumpkin Patch. You wouldn't see the Northern podcast. You wouldn't see Northern on Twitch because I only had one stream and it was using a random odd account my brother had. That was the difference. And then I stopped it over to my account and whatnot. It was like, man, I actually managed to do something I would in literal years did not expect. I think it was like almost 10 years worth of the account being never used, never touched. We were trying to log in the account almost every single year, like once or twice. Like every year we will try to log in once or twice. And then when I got it on my year when I got my phone on that year, oh my god, we finally got that account. And it was good because it also was my graduation year for primary school. I was like, yes. And I went back home and I was like celebrating too, telling my brother, dude, I got my fucking account back. No way, right? I got my original account. I was like, wait, no way, really? And I'm like, yeah, look. I was at first skeptical that I accidentally hacked to a random account because it's possible. But then I checked as many things as possible. I checked. No, that is my account. That is literally I like downloaded a game, go check the save file using this Gmail. Yup. Check my Facebook. Yup, it's my exact one. I was ecstatic, man. Like, dude, having never like having something you never touch in years just to finally have it again, it's a different feeling. And we're not talking 5 years, it's like a really long time. It's almost a decade since I touched the thing, and I was still chasing it. That's like drive, man. I think that drive translate to how I handle my stream, like how I managed to do 8 hours though, like for a very long stream. Okay, so let's stop talking about that. Then I started streaming and I had to do mostly tuition school and didn't have much time. When I went to secondary school, before when I was graduating from primary school, I started uploading hot mobile videos. That was my first video after I made my logo randomly during like counseling when I was bored. So yeah, I started uploading videos before starting Twitch because I said I wanted to do YouTube main and like streaming as a side. I think I knew about Twitch then because I learned about it through my brother and then all the hype about it. So yeah, I was like, okay, nice. Did a few videos and then next year when I went to secondary school, I uploaded a few more videos and then I started streaming. That's when my brother stopped using PS4 and he moved on to his own personal gaming area. So I had the PS4 myself, so I started streaming through PS4 because you connect Twitch and you can just stream that without any kind of whoa. So that's what I did. I streamed there for a year and then no, for 2 years. Yeah, 2 years essentially. It's quite a long time. 2 to 3 years actually. Yeah. During then first year it was good and then quarantine hit. I think near the end of the year or like mid-year. So then that literally gave me more drive to stream and whatnot. I mean, for like you OGs, do you remember my old logo? Now, if you want to know how the logo came to be, it's super simple, honestly. It was drawn on paper, and then I used the Samsung phone function of like, you know, those cloud thing like trace, and then you like scan. So it was so roughed on the edges because I couldn't figure out pencil. Sometimes like then it would go cut in, and then we just color whatever I color, and then use some random software paste that logo. Yeah. This, by the way, the null logo originated from how do I say? Oh yeah, I just liked N for some reason, and I created, you know, as you guys know or you guys do not know, I had technically like a game company, indie game company called Ember Games. That's when it started the N logo, and then it translated to Northern Lake logo eventually. I mean, Ember Games then gotten its own logo, which I say is way better than previously, man. Ember Games, man, the logo previously was so. Oh, that was definitely in that era. Now, man, that logo was such an old era logo. No one uses those type logo because it was. I will talk about Ember Games in the next episode. Sure, why not? So yeah, the channel then and then I went to hiatus. Why? Because I was sick. And before the last stream before I went to hiatus, I said it. I plan to upgrade. So that's the first part of the month. So I upgraded and stream at the end of year saying, hey, I released a merch store after closing the old merch store because I was doing YouTube left and right mostly while doing stuff. And then I went to hiatus. If you're wondering why, is during the time I upgraded my laptop to Windows 11, the worst possible choice. That's when I got my laptop, by the way, around the time. I got the laptop. It was a 2017 laptop, so updating it to Windows 11 essentially was a suicide. That laptop is pretty much like fried when because it couldn't run OBS or Streamlabs properly. Updating it would crash it. So I was having left-right problems, couldn't stream for entire. So I decided, since I couldn't stream, I would just focus on like fixing certain stuff. And then end of the year, I managed to figure out how to stream again after I stopped using Streamlabs and decided to switch to OBS. And then I managed to stream, but it was super laggy and I stopped streaming again. And why did I came back to streaming? Like after not streaming a while, you know the freedom. Why? I mean, it wasn't really free. I was animating for like one whole year. I wouldn't call that freedom. I would call that torture, man. That was literally my prison. So when why I came back to streaming suddenly, and it was the most random stream. Like the first stream of the year was the most random stream ever. I just gotten my new laptop this year. Then I was watching mostly Osu streamer because around the time I gotten into Osu and whatnot. So I would chat, and then that guy, it was this guy Lord3270. I was chatting, like, oh, you know what? Maybe I should stream in class. That was a joke at first, but then I realized, oh, you're really doing nothing right now. Maybe I could try to stream in class. Yes, the first stream after a very long hiatus was in class. I wish it wasn't in class because, man, after disappearing for like 2 years, the first stream is streaming in the class. I mean, you couldn't do that in previous school, but like, holy shit, the first stream in class, really? Because I was joking around with my friend after watching, like, imagine if I streamed in class. Then we were like, ha 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 ha. And then like, wait, I technically could. And then I decided to make it a mapping stream, and then Law3270 after his stream decided to raid me. I was like, what the hell? Whoa, holy shit! 13 or 30 people raid. No, that wasn't 30. It was quite a big raid. Like I think it was 13. So he raided me during my school. I was literally the title. I'm in school right now. Shush. So no mic. It was so random, like the most random ass stream. What started as a joke decided, like, you know what, fuck it, we are going to stream. And then like a few minutes later, the teacher said it was break time, and I was like, oh my fucking, okay, I'm gonna stream a bit and then stream. And then I came back from that, like after I realized, okay, because remember I just downloaded OBS on that same exact day. There's nothing on it, so I was like, okay, after doing this, okay, like sure, let's try to set up stream and then maybe stream today or tomorrow, a proper return stream. And yeah, man, I it was so random. That was literally on a whim. The most random stream was on a whim. It's like because I haven't gotten back to content in a while. All I've been doing is drawing my animation, my first vlog, which is now my most hated thing to do. That is just draw. Now I literally try to incorporate videos and pictures more often than drawing, and like planning to just draw certain stuff and just make it so I just copy and paste more often, because man, being more efficient is better, man. But now I'm focusing on streaming because, you know, to make up for the long 2 years should you call disappearance. You know, I had to focus on stream. Now I'm focusing on the podcast, of course, and it's quite a thing. And then the random thing that happened was Norton, like after doing that for a few months, I went back to streaming. Not a lot of people knew I came back to streaming because it was so random. Literally, people from before I hit 200s didn't know I was streaming. Like most people didn't even remember me, man. I was like losing followers left, right, and center because I was gone for ages. So yeah, no one knew I stream, and then my friend like, oh, when you actually going back to stream, because you said you would stream, or like when you're going back to making content. Like, I told them I just randomly start streaming. Yes, and they didn't know when I started streaming. I just said I actually did it in class. I mean, I have friends say, imagine you stream in class. And I told him, dude, I already did that, and that was literally my return stream. It was such a weird stream. It was so random, out of nowhere stream. Yeah, so after that, after a month of streaming, like off and on, it wasn't very often because like if I wanted to stream, I would stream until like when I go back to my current style schedule was normal time, because I had a month holiday. During if you were in normal school, right, like primary school or secondary school, they will give you like a week or so holiday. They wouldn't give you a month holiday. I mean there is, but like usually it's very specific. But I had a month holiday, like literally a whole month to myself. So I was like, wow, what if because we had to go holiday at the end of the month. I was like, what if I try this Subathon? Because I learned about Subathon the year before, the year before, 2 years before, essentially. Yeah, I was like, I learned about that, and I already cleared the room. So I told them, wait, if we clear this room, can like have this room, the current room, because the only room I had was I was staying in the guest room and streaming in the living room. I couldn't do much there, of course. But when we decided to move stuff, because we already had plans and like at the start of this year to already start moving the stuff, I told them, can we do it before my holidays? Then we did. I started setting up stuff. We moved left and right center, and then I set up and decided, okay, let's try this Subathon. And then I prepped my bed on cam. We streamed for 2 weeks. Literally because very few people came to my stream, and that was the start of when people started actually recognizing me and who I am. And like more usuals started coming to stream. Yeah, so it's like, oh my god, if without Norton I wouldn't have come here. I'm so happy I did Norton, man. Man, so I decided to do this. Oh my god, excuse me. No, I slept on stream, and then 1 week, and then I told people, okay, you guys follow me so much until I got like what? I in total in Naruto gave me like 40 to 50 followers. I think it was a huge amount of followers I gotten from that. And most people follow me and like, oh sorry, I didn't know that following at times. I was like, no, it's fine. I have like 3 weeks anyways of Naruto, because the 4th week I'm going overseas. 3 weeks is like more than enough. So we did it, and then after the thing I decided, okay, I'll pause the timer, ask the community, because I met Onigiri during Naruto. It was like the biggest moment in my streaming career, except for the time I reached 200 followers and got follow botted to hell. So yeah, I was like, wow, I got so many people back, so many friends, like new friends and stuff, because previously I had only a small group of friends, Vex, Zach, Erwin, and Justin. Option. That was a group of friends, content group. We were just doing content together non-stop, and it was felt boring, and it's like it's good, but it felt limited. So like this year when I had more friends because of new school, and then had a lot of refresh, because secondary school and primary school you didn't want. Primary school, of course, you can't connect so much. I had a lot of friends, but I couldn't connect with them. In secondary school, we had friends, but like I was limiting myself to how much friends I want to play with. And then now in my ITE, I have a group of friends, and we could play. And then I reached out more to online people, have friends that's not are met in real life. It's more online presence friends, which is the best thing, because I wouldn't be friends with like a lot of people if not for me going to Twitch chat for that year, I would say. So when I started doing Norton, then after this I said, okay, this is fun. We can try to push it for 1 week. As if through a poll, should we go for 1 more week? Just add it up, just so to do some more crazy stuff, because I had like stuff I wanted to do. Astonishingly, a lot of people say yes, so I did it. And we did 1 more week, and that 1 week, wow, man, that last week was a wow, right? It's so different, man. I think also that was what started most of my overlay, because remember I said I started streaming back on the Wimp. Norton made me do a lot of stuff and put in more effort to the overlay like I used to do. Then I after a while made a PNG based on a video after I released it after I think the Norton. I can't remember when I released it. Was it during or after Norton? Yeah. And then we released the thing, I created a model afterwards, and then that green got me until almost 300 followers. Man, it's a wow, right? Because Norton gave me the push to do this. I felt the drive of constant streaming, and like after not streaming in a while, you had this drive of don't just stream or whatever. And I returned back to streaming as a hobby, because before I went hiatus it was a part-time, and then after I returned it was a hobby, and then after Norton it became more like a full-time again. I mean now it's more like it's still like part-time, but it feels more full-time than it ever was, because I keep on doing very long hour streams and whatnot, which I say thanks for the community, because without the community I wouldn't have done all these things, and I would say it's one of the greatest thing to do. I mean, without the community I wouldn't have made Pumpkin Patch. Pumpkin Patch was based on Norton. It was an idea, and it was like what I liked, and I was just then give it a go, like give stuff to the community and whatnot. So when that Norton happened, it's the best support I ever had received. And currently now a lot of my old friends didn't know I was back to streaming and whatnot, because I took a long ass break. So yeah, I'm happy all this thing happened, man. Thanks you guys, man. I want to come in and give you a hug, but like at most I can do is this. Yeah, there you go, pet. Yeah, I know that's loud, but like that's me petting you guys. I guess if you guys are listening this on your way back, have a safe trip, and if you're studying anything, good luck with your things. Thank you guys for coming over episode 10. See you guys in episode 11. Bye bye. Wait, what was episode 11 about?